Bro, they really looked at this format and said, bro, blue was good for one format. It's too good. That's too good. It can only be good for one format. Hey guys, it's B here, and we are live with the ban list. It is currently 9 a.m. It is way too early for me, but we're gonna go check it up right now. This should be a small ban list, but who knows? We'll see what comes up. Chat might be spoiling it right now, so I ain't looking at them right now. But say hi to YouTube. But with that said, guys, let's go ahead and check out this new ban list. If we just scroll down, should see it. All right. UW6 additions to the banned and unlimited and errata list. All right, let's zoom in. Greetings, DBSCG fans. Thank you for your continued support and monitor of the Dragon Ball Super card game. As always, we continue to constantly monitor and evaluate the state of the game to ensure a healthy and competitive gameplay experience. Through continued testing, observing tournament results, and community feedback, we have concluded that additional adjustments are necessary to facilitate what we believe to a fresher, more diverse metagame and event. I mean, fresher I get. Like, the game has started to feel a little bit stale, but I'd argue that's because Cross Spirit didn't do much. More so than... Anyways. For the recent Saiyan Showdown, we're adding 1 card to the ban list and 7 cards to the errata list? Oh, wait, but like 5 of those are like the Goku cards, right? But a bunch of those are Goku cards, right? So it shouldn't be too bad. Effective November 1st, 2021, which means they'll be live for Nats. So, banned cards. Violent Rush Bojack. I mean, I never played Bojack, but alright, they just should have banned it, bro. That's crazy. Oh, wait, so if they errata'd and they showed Zamasu, they're errating Zamasu? Ugh, gross. Reason, the presence of this card creates additional energy that any blue-yellow deck can utilize for strong defensive plays at minimal cost. We predict this card will become over-centralized in the upcoming and future formats because, surprise, surprise, guys, we're going to have multicolor formats released right after this next set. Shocker. So we decided to ban it to encourage exploration of new strategies. All right, fair. I don't hate this. This is fine. Errata cards, Zamasu the Illuminator. All right, here it is, bro. They actually did something to both cards. But at least it's an errata. So what's the errata? Does it hit not three drops? Does it? What's it do? What's it do? Post errata text, counterplay, play this card, and if the battle card being played, bro, we can't hit unisons anymore. Oh, come on. It felt so good actually being able to prevent unisons from coming in. They should have just made it like 2-cost unisons or 3-cost unisons. Oh my god. I'm not a fan, bro. I'm not a fan. I like that we finally had responses to unison cards, bro. Is that it? Is that the only change? Yeah. This card's unique ability to stop unison cards from being played has proven more disruptive than... Yeah, just because it hits 4 drops, bro. If you hit 2 drops, it means you can slow down awaken turns by 1 because they all awaken on... Ah, man, I don't know, bro. Besides the start to only affect battle cards. And it's still a good card. Here's the thing, guys. The monster is still an extremely good card, but like... Man... See the rest of it. Galactic Whoa, okay. Active battle. If your lead card's a Bojack Brigade card. Okay, so they prevented blue from being able to use it. Is that it? This card can be used when the blue to create an energy economy surpassing expected use. Designed as a defensive tool for blue decks. Changes to the banner route list for... Here's the thing. I was always fine with Galactic Buster. And I barely used it in my blue decks. I don't use it in every single one of my blue decks. I think, personally, it was fine because it's a 2-card combo. Like, it's defensive post-combat step. I don't know. I thought you can like play around the Bojack stuff and it really wasn't that bad. Designed as a defensive tool for blue decks, changes the banner route list for UW5 cross periods and special versus box 21 to popularize this card outside of Bojack Brigade decks more than originally intended. Besides, yeah, because blue doesn't do much, bro. Like outside of Bojack Brigade and like what does blue do now? Right? Like, I don't know. I don't even... I guess you can A17 still, and that's fine. I think SS4 Vegeta is probably still a fine deck. We decided this card to have Bojack Brigade leaders only, which for what it's worth, like, I'm complaining because, like, we're getting something taken away, but realistically, this card should have been Bojack Leader Brigade from the get-go. I don't know why this was, like, a blue generic card. Additionally, as previously announced, the following 5 cards will be added, and that's, like, all the Gokus because I think they were, like... printed with the wrong name or something like that. Okay, so basically just 3 touches, right? And it's all the blue-yellow stuff. Bro, they really looked at this format and said, bro, blue was good for one format. It's too good. That's too good. It can only be good for one format. I will say though there were misses. I think this would have been a great opportunity. I mean, if you guys watched my video, you guys would have known on the ban list where I think best of one ban list would have been really well introduced. I think best of one expands a lot of feels bad that people have about the formats. Anything that they feel is wrong with the format can usually be fixed with best of three, but we're just not in a place right now where best of three is really being played. So like A17, you could argue some hand destruction cards could probably go on the ban list for best of ones. So like, because like you can't, like a lot of decks can't afford to really main deck like black hate cards, right? So I don't hate this ban list. I get it. And it was very predictable. So it's just like, it is what it is, right? I think Zamasu, the better errata would have been to make him only hit cards that come in that cost 2 or less as opposed to 4 or less, because he still rests cards otherwise. So then you'd still have that unison card interaction, but it wouldn't be so busted that it would force the game to go to turn 5 no matter what, right? Like I think that would have been the more fair errata, but I don't know. Because like I like that we can answer unison cards, and the fact that unison cards are back to being cards that we can't answer is so frustrating. What's more disappointing is that the cards only got hit due to constant complaining. Probably. I mean, here's the thing, guys. Violent Rush Bojack was probably a ban in to prepare for not this coming set, not saying Showdown, but the set afterwards, right? Because it's probably going to be a multicolor set. Like Saiyan Showdown is a set that supports multicolor, but isn't directly multicolor supported set, which is like means I predicted it's a glue between this set and the next set where it will be multicolor focused. So I think in that sense, they just don't want every deck that can be a Violent Rush Bojack deck to be a Violent Rush Bojack deck. I think is the biggest reason why they've done that. How long was Zamasu out before this? One format, I think. It came out in the last champ pack, which I don't know how long the last champ pack was in circulation. I don't know, like 2 months, 2-3 months. So barely any time. I understand it's frustrating, but consider this. Maybe now they'll print unison counters for, well, right. But like, I don't think printing unison counters for all colors was an excuse to get rid of the only one that we had. The response is to unisons, especially now that we have unisons like that 3-cost King Vegeta that can like pop barrier cards on board or rip any card you want out of hand on a plus ability. Like, bro, if I'm passing my entire turn with a bunch of energy up to prevent that kind of a card from coming in, like, bruh. Like, I got all the changes, but these changes feel unnecessary. The worst is that now Baby will be again most played blue deck. I mean, here's the thing. Bojack was actually a decent blue leader. Like, you could play Bojack and do okay. I just don't, I don't know. I don't know what the format is now. I mean, which is fine, right? Like, people like, it's such a weird place. People complain when we don't have good stuff formats. People complain when we do have good stuff formats. It's actually a little bit crazy. They knew no one would play new leaders and chose to get the entire color. Well, I mean, that's more of a, like, that's just the sets kind of not being very impactful, right? Like, even Saiyan Showdown, from what we've seen so far, they have some great SRs, but none of the archetypes, I don't know, inspire, if that's the right thing. Like, they're just not on par with what we've had archetypes do since the release of Unison Warrior. And it feels like ever since set 12, they've been trying to play catch up with set 10, with set 10, 11, and 12, right? So ever since set 12, it feels like we've been catching up to those previous sets. And it's just like, they didn't Unarata Young. Yeah, Young Invaders could have done with an Unarata. I definitely think that was probably the biggest thing that could have helped the format speed up. Will you still have Zamasu in your SS4 Bardock deck? Probably not. Probably not. But like, you won't need Zamasu as much, right? Like, Zamasu is really powerful because of the mid-range format. SS4 Bardock is a deck that can shape itself really well to the meta. So if some things are more predisposed to being slower or faster, this is gonna, like, here's the thing, guys, this speeds up the format. The format is back to being a turn 3, turn 4 format, which means that we don't actually need Zamasu as much anymore. So it's just like, I mean, probably, right? So I don't think I'm, like, if I run Zamasu, it'll probably just be as a 2 of in my decks, not as a 4 of anymore, just because it just kind of doesn't do enough, like, now. So, but you have 0 board control, yeah, right? The thing that Galactic Buster fixed was the fact that blue finally had a way to deal with board, which it almost never has. So, like, one of the issues is just, like, all of blue's stuff that deals with board are like its boss monsters, and that's it. Like, it has 0 ways of mitigating your opponent fighting at you unless you start including other colors. Which, like, maybe that's a fault that Bandai wants to design blue around, but it's definitely one of the issues that why everyone's running Galactic Buster, because, like, finally blue has a way to deal with battle cards. With that said, guys, that was my live reaction. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you dislike it, hey, give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to watch more stuff live like this, guys, I'm live on Twitch, maybe even right now, so link to that will be down in the description. And with that said, I'll catch you guys on, oh, and subscribe button, it's down there if you guys want to watch more stuff. But with that said, catch you guys on the next one. Ciao.